Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet, and welcome back to the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. What's episode 30?
Episode 32, I think?
32.
Yeah.
32.
Yes, sir.
I said 32. This week we have a pay-per-view for y'all,
Unfortunately.
but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Unfortunately.
Of course, you can find us on Twitter at TLProWrestPod. We are also on every goddamn podcast platform known to man.
So many.
We got iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Breaker, Stitcher, Anchor, of course,
Pocket Cast.
Pocket Cast, Blueberry,
Owltail,
Bullhorn. Yes, sir. Of course, leave us a review on Apple. I will be incredibly thankful. Marquise will be incredibly thankful. Max will be incredibly thankful.
I will not be thankful if you don't leave a review. I'm just gonna start shooting and start rolling people over, man. Like I'm sick of it, man.
He said he's
Come
sick
on
of
now.
Sick of it.
Yeah.
Sick to my stomach.
He's
Leave a review, Dan.
He's gonna be sick. He's gonna puke.
Yeah, that's for sure. So if you don't want Max to puke, go ahead and leave that review.
Or if you do want Max to puke, just leave a review.
Yeah. Either way, just leave a review. How about that?
Just do it.
God-
Actually, as
God
we're
damn
talking
it.
about it right now, do it
Yeah, just
right
go do
now.
it.
Leave a 5.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, these guys are awesome. I
Yeah.
love them. And Andrew is really cute.
No one has
True.
seen you.
Don't worry about that.
All right.
We have a Patreon if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty. Become a Liberty Taker, if you will, at the $10 tier. But of course, even just a singular dollar, and even just your listen here on this podcast is greatly appreciated. Donations never required. Always thankful for those.
Yep. Shouts out to, of course, our boy Max, co-host, but still a loyal patron, and our boy Nick.
Of course.
Shout out Nick, the most base man on Twitter. Terrific Twitter follow.
That depends sometimes.
I don't always agree with his food takes.
Yeah, his food
but,
takes
you
are
know,
quite awful, but
Oh, no. Okay, hold on. I'm purely talking about the Rascals. Yeah, his food takes.
His wrestle
Nick,
stuff's
brother,
pretty
you gotta get some better taste buds.
cool. Yeah, his wrestle stuff's pretty cool.
anyways,
True.
we'd also like to
True.
thank, last week we celebrated 1,000 total listens across podcast platforms, not including YouTube.
Yeah.
And then this week we are
I don't know
We are-
what happened, brother.
Holy
Woo!
shit.
we are already incredibly close to 1,200 listens
Thanks.
across podcast
Thanks,
platforms.
guys. Genuinely, thank
We
you.
picked up 174 listens over the past week.
Incredibly fucked. I have no idea how. I don't even know how we broke 100 so quickly. I remember seeing 1,000 even, and then the next day I saw 1,007, and I don't think I checked for like 2 or 3 days.
And then boom, it
And
was
then-
like
boom, I was like, holy shit.
it was like 11:30 something.
When I checked it, it was at 1160 something. That's that's when I next
Woo.
checked it. So now it's at 1172 or 74 or something. Yeah. So
Yep.
thank you guys for real. It's
Thank you. That
absolutely
was crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, dude.
absurd.
The graphs went crazy. The
It-
team of scientists were fucking just
They-
ringing us up.
They'd never seen numbers like that.
Honestly,
Nope.
The power was too high. We had to shut down the plant for a minute.
And they go to
True.
a highly credited university. So
They went to Harvard.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's absolutely insane. Thanks, guys, for sure.
And as a thank you, we put ourselves through hell this week. We walked many, many miles to a pit of danger
Okay, so yeah, we thank you guys, but now it's time for you guys to thank us.
because we did this despite our better judgment.
Yeah, 'cause this shit,
Oh man, this is
Man.
3 hours of my life I can never get back.
man, this shit sucks.
All right. So
Yeah.
this week we watched TNA No Surrender 2005.
Yeah, fucking promo package start off in tongues or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so the promo package for the show is just a bunch of meaningless words that seem deep and thoughtful, but they meant absolutely nothing. And
Yep.
then we get pyro, but we
Well,
can't even hear it.
Literally, it starts in reverse.
True.
Yeah.
That's why
Yep.
he's speaking in tongues and shit. He just starts speaking in reverse, and then it comes to a stopping point,
And it goes
yeah,
backwards and he
starts
starts
saying
speaking normal.
some bullshit that don't matter. Yeah,
Because he can't surrender, bro.
true. No surrender,
Yeah,
There's
so
no surrender.
we get pyro and we just
Brother.
can't hear it.
brother.
You couldn't hear it.
So I saw this pyro. My note says pyro display that I know for sure they can't afford. So that was probably the gate and pay-per-view buys right there.
Yep.
Damn, you know what? That's really sad because it's probably true.
You know it's fun. So I wrote down in my notes, the loud shitty pyro is back, but I can't hear it, and there's pyro everywhere. Like legit, they
I
just
mean,
had shit shooting
alright,
out into the
so
crowd. I was like,
The
yo.
issue is that you can't hear it. It just sounds
Yeah,
like
no. Yeah, it's just popping.
No, you
It
can't
sounds
hear
like
it.
it sounds like
Well,
4th of July and you
that's
buy the
that's
shitty
the
TNT
sound.
fireworks.
Those are the
Yeah.
sounds. That's the sound of
I
the
know,
pyro.
I know. I'm saying I
It's
can't
just-
hear this
There's
shit.
no
So it's
explosions, explosive sounds.
yeah.
it's
Well,
just
without the
simple.
explosions, what's the point?
Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, I mean, it's not. You're not gonna. We're coming down. Yeah, no. It's ding, ding, ding.
Well, that sounds
no,
like their problem, and the show was also their problem,
True.
Yeah,
and then it became our problem,
unfortunately.
and now it's the listeners' problem. So the show starts. We have Michael Shane and Alex Shelley with Tracy
Bro,
versus America's Most Wanted.
his music hits, and it gives me PTSD.
Oh yeah, bro, Michael Shane's music hit, first song of the night to hit.
It gives me PTSD.
I was like, it's genuinely. I don't know
just
how
think-
long it's gonna take us to get over
I
this.
just think every time I hear Michael Shane's music, I just think,
Here we go.
here we go. Where's Chris Saban? Where's he at?
Here we go.
Completely
Yeah,
forgot that he had a match later on the show.
And I knew full well of it, but like, I immediately had to ask the question: are AMW heels or what? Because they turned heel a little bit. They turned like tweener. Then they were face, then heels, and now they're in this match against two definite heels.
Yeah,
Yep.
But
there's tape on the canvas too.
Oh, true.
Michael Shane does the most in this match to avoid being in the ring with James Storm because the whole battle of the super kicks gimmick or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why they were pushing that so hard. They only
They're
really
pushing it very hard.
they only developed the story like last week. So throughout the match, I was wondering like, why the fuck is he so scared to get in the ring with James Storm? And then about halfway through the match, they explained it. I was like, oh yeah, it's the battle of the super kick, or whatever. But why is he scared of him?
Michael Shane won that match.
Yep.
Exactly.
He
So
did.
why is he? Why? Why is he scared of this dude? I don't understand.
He's a heel.
Whatever. The only
So
really
strange.
notable thing that the only notable thing that I have about this match is that Tracy tried to lure some guys away with her female power.
Yeah, she tried to use her
Yeah, true.
her lady wiles to trick some men.
Damn swindler.
Yeah. Honestly, this match is a whole lot of nothingness
No.
up until fucking James Storm gets his hands on Michael Shane. He lights up Shane and Shelley. Takes them both on at the same time, or if he just does not care. And this is a trend for the entire show. There is a lot of tag matches
Yeah,
where like the legal man is just whoever's in the ring.
pretty much.
Yep.
And that comes into play in one of the finishes later.
Yeah, so bunch of shit. Both Shane and Shelley seem to be legal, apparently, whatever. They're both trying to pin either member of the team at the same time.
Yeah. At one point, there's
Yep.
like brawling up to the stage, and Shelly gets thrown into a wall or whatever. And then they brawl back to the ring.
Yep. So then Michael Shane smashes Chris Harris in the face with one of Tracy's shoes, but he kicks out. And then Shelley tries to get involved, but gets an immediate super kick from James Storm to end the match. And
Yep.
then Michael Shane super kicks James Storm after the bell and runs off.
At one point in this match, Chris Harris was doing goddamn arm drags to Michael Shane. I thought that looked so weird. Why is this man doing arm drags? He's got like 3 or 4 inches on Michael Shane.
He's just trying to show off how strong he is.
I guess.
I would say too, if people weren't convinced that what's it called, that I guess AMW were playing faces in this match, fucking Chris Harris cuffs Tracy to the ring post.
Oh, that's a super babyface move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Handcuffing a woman in place.
Also, at one point, the AMW, they went for the heart attack.
Yeah, they
Dumbasses.
did.
Dumbasses. Why not just hit your finish? You got him in the same position.
Yeah, literally.
It was so funny because they gave Storm the biggest shine of the fucking match, and then they just did the heart attack. I'm like, why?
Yeah, just
Why don't you hit the finish?
Yeah, just do your finish.
Just win.
And then because they had to do the shoe gimmick and then the fucking super kick gimmick. I'm like,
It's the
why?
same
Because
setup.
So dumb.
Because he got 3 more spots, kid.
The same setup to their finish, and you just don't do your finish. I don't understand.
I don't know, man. Like, so we talk about realism in wrestling quite a bit. That shit's just stupid.
Just do your
to me.
finish.
Just do the finish. Go home. Fuck your super kick storyline bullshit. End it.
I mean, honestly, no one really cared either.
No, nobody.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. But
So then Mike Tenay throws into a highlight package of what happened during the pre-show, where Jeff Jarrett says that over the past 4 or 5 months, like 50 wrestlers in this business have been fired. Yeah, that other place, Exodus, Black Monday, brother. Everyone got shipped out, and TNA's gonna take them all in, and guys like me are gonna lose our spots, but not in my world. This is my world, and my world is my world. And Jeff Jarrett saying things, and TNA world title, and yada yada.
Yeah,
and
we
then Mike
want
Tenay
those-
gets in the ring.
We want those rejected wrestlers.
Mike Tenay's in the ring. He announces to him that Rhino will be on the show tonight.
The War Machine.
woo, Rhino, woo.
Rhino with I.
Rhino with an I.
Rhino with an I.
That's how I wrote it.
That's how I wrote it.
That's how I wrote it.
So then we have Shane Douglas, who is in Team Canada's locker room. There's a picture of Weirdo D'Amore in one of the lockers. Still,
So
I'm
fucking
never,
weird.
I'm never gonna get over
No.
Scott D'Amore's really just odd, depraved promo that he cut at fucking, was it Slammiversary?
You
It
think of
was-
Stalin.
it was
You think of
no.
Hitler. You think of Mussolini. And when
It
you
was
think of professional wrestling,
it was whatever my first show was. I think it was it not Lockdown?
Was it Lockdown? He said that shit.
It might have been Lockdown. It might have been Slammiversary.
I think it was
one of the
Slammiversary.
two.
It was Slammiversary because when Lance Hoyt did the
yeah.
moonsault.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, so
True.
fucking Scott D'Amore's being a weirdo at Slammiversary. Anyway, A1 is doing some weird shit while Bobby Roode and Petey Williams talk their shit.
Talking about Canadian payback, brother.
Yeah, talking about whatever Canadian. They're speaking Canadian. I wasn't really listening.
Yeah. Kind of hard to decipher.
True.
They start singing the Canadian national anthem. Then Jeff Jarrett interrupts them super respectfully to attempt an alliance to prevent people like Rhino and others from replacing him, like it's happened in other places that Jarrett has worked in the past, brother.
Yeah.
You remember that time I worked at WCW and I got replaced? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yep.
Bobby Roode thinks that Jarrett is the one that can't be trusted. He'd be right.
Yes, he would be right.
He would be right. Base Bobby.
And for the last segment before we get to the next fucking match on this pay-per-view, Mike Tenay announces the Super X Cup is returning this week on Impact, and an 8-man tournament for a shot at the X Division Championship at Sacrifice is on the line.
Yep.
So then we immediately go into a fucking X Division shootout.
Oh my
Woo! Marquise's favorite, baby. Woo!
Except
I can't.
for whatever reason, and this is, I mean, to me, this just seems like they decide what the rules are whenever they want to do this match. But you know, it's an
Oh,
X Division shootout
always.
is
The rules are never
the
consistent.
fatal 4-way tag team match.
The rules are never consistent.
Yeah, so
So
sometimes
this was hilarious because this whole time, like the first at least 5 minutes of this match, I was trying to figure out if this was a tag team match or if this is a fatal 4-way
See, okay, yes.
or whatever the
Yes.
fuck. And I was
Yes.
literally like writing the names. I'm like, oh, it's Shark Boy and Mikey Bats versus Sanjay Dutt and Primetime Luke Skipper. And then it's like, no, it's not.
Nope.
So I thought like the teams were reversed because they tagged each other in or whatever. And then I was like, oh wait, no, it's not. It's a fucking fatal 4-way, but they're tagging each other. I was so confused.
yeah, it's an X Division shootout.
The rules
Oh
are
my
never
God.
consistent. Sometimes it's a fatal 4-way. Sometimes it's a tag match. Sometimes it's a match where both are an option, and sometimes it's elimination until it's not,
And sometimes just a one fall to a finish.
like this one was.
Yeah, so
Yep.
they simply come up with the rules as they go. So of course, like Max mentioned, we had Shark Boy versus Mikey Bats versus Elix Skipper versus Sanjay Dutt. One fall to a finish. Mikey Batts' new attire in this match made him fucking unrecognizable to me at first. I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck this guy
I
was either.
literally had to wait for the little fucking graphic with his name on it. I was
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is this? Like, is somebody like debuting, or is this just
The
a jobber I
crowd-
don't know?
The crowd definitely was not fucking with Mikey Batts though. They
Bro,
hated this
it
guy.
was
'cause he
so
looked like a
strange.
geek.
Yeah, they hated this guy.
Before I realized this match was one fall to a finish, I wrote down my predictions for eliminations just in case. I said
Oh, that's
first would be
hilarious.
Bats, then Dutt, then Shark Boy. Of course, leading to Elix Skipper winning, but none of that shit happened.
No.
Nope.
Bunch of tags, bunch of bullshit. They have the match. There's a point where Elix Skipper goes for the tightrope gimmick on Mikey Batts, but
Oh.
he eats
I'm
shit.
so
It was
Okay,
one of
I-
the worst
I
rope
was
walk Rana
so-
spots I've ever seen.
I was so
It was so
happy when
bad.
he ate shit because I'm so tired of seeing this spot. Don't get me wrong, when you see it, it's cool. But
You
this
know what?
spot
You
is
need
the
to
perfect
post that spot on Twitter.
This spot is the perfect example of the law of diminishing returns. He does
Yep.
it every single show.
And on the indies.
It loses its luster incredibly quickly. Every single
Agreed.
Especially when I keep seeing him almost kill himself when he does it.
Bro, I was so glad to see him get shit canned. You have no idea.
So,
I
God
loved it.
damn.
oh, I gotta explain this
Because
because
I'm over the spot.
bro, this bump
No,
was-
I know, brother. It's just the way that like I can tell that you're serious and you hate this
Yeah,
man. It
I-
makes you so it's
It's,
funny as fuck.
This spot, the match, it was all bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like the things I wrote down for this match were just like Shark Boy's still mad fucking over with the crowd.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking tagged again 4-way bullshit.
Yep.
Mikey Batts was absolutely he got booed I think worse than almost anybody the whole night.
Yeah, they
Like,
hated this guy.
Nah, they were
They
sick of him.
fucking hated him, which was I don't know, like it's cool. And then the finish I like Sanjay Dutt, so whatever. But yeah,
Oh,
I'll let Andrew talk about that.
All right, so before I get to what Sanjay Dutt does to Mikey Batts,
Mm-hmm.
Skipper, when he does that bump during the tightrope, he doesn't bump into the ring.
No,
He
yeah.
falls
Onto the
like
apron.
shoulder and back onto the apron, takes a header to the floor.
It's like that bump. Who was it? Oni Lorcan took at that.
Oh,
takeover a couple years
yeah.
ago?
yeah,
It's
it's
kinda like
fucking a
that.
death bump.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, it looked fucking bad, dude.
The bump Kalisto would have taken if Ryback hadn't saved his life.
Pretty much. Yeah.
On God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then
Shark Boy hit a really shitty DSD Dead Sea drop because Skipper didn't really go down for it. Looked
True.
Like
it seemed like he didn't know what was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it looked like an ass.
Didn't ask him what his move was.
Guess not.
Guess not.
Yeah, so all that shit, and then we get a Phoenix Splash to Mikey Batts from
Bro.
bro.
Sanjay need
Sanjay
this
Bro.
guy
Dutt
in
landed
the
knee to
fucking
face on a Phoenix Splash.
Oh my goodness.
I popped so hard because I'm like, oh, he's doing the fucking Phoenix Splash, like the Hindu press. Like, oh fuck, I haven't seen Sanjay do that in a while. And then he fucking hit him in the face, and I'm like, oh fuck,
Bro,
me.
he crashed.
It sucked.
He crashed knees
Oh,
first as
man.
hard as he fucking. And I know he didn't do this intentionally.
I know he
but he did it as hard as
but
he
it
fucking
was so
could.
fucking.
To Mikey Batts'
Sanjay,
face
Sanjay
and
is a
pinned him.
revered guy for being a good worker and a good guy. He absolutely did not mean it, but man, he fucked his shit up.
So hard. I would not be surprised if Mikey Batts got a concussion from this. Not at all.
Yeah, so then Sanjay Dutt gets the win, and I had to ask. I had to ask myself, why are these the only 4 people that have to qualify for the Super X Cup, and why does Shark Boy's victory at Summerversary mean absolutely nothing?
True.
Shark Boy won
Base.
on pay-per-view last month and had to qualify, but like fucking, I'm sure like Michael Shane or some shit's gonna be in this shit, despite whatever. You know what? Fuck this
Yeah.
shit. I don't even know. I'm trying to.
Who cares?
You know what? Whatever. So then Shane Douglas is backstage with 2 Live Crew.
I wrote the same thing. 2 Live Crew.
To me,
Dude,
they are the 2 Live
I
Crew.
always write down 3 Live Crew because they always say it, but I'm like, I know it's gonna be 2 Live Crew, bro. I'm so sick of this BG James fucking
Well,
storyline bullshit.
Bro, I'll talk about that when we get to that
yeah.
match.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
so
yeah.
few words.
I had a lot of capitalization in that.
In so few words, Conan says that he's lost faith in BG.
he'd be right.
And he is goddamn right. And like Truth is like, yeah, no, you gotta have faith and all that shit. And it's like, man. And also like Conan, this whole promo, it looks like he's reading off a teleprompter, or he literally just doesn't care. It sounds horrible. It's like the worst delivery for a promo I've ever heard from him.
Could very
It
well
was
be both.
so bad. It was just bad, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm a big promo guy when it comes to wrestling, and like when you do a shit promo, it just turns me off. Like legit, my dick was already deflating, but now I'm just soft, and I hated it.
Are you implying that you started the show with at least a moderate chub?
Hey man, I popped for Michael Shea. No kidding.
Do you like being on this podcast, Max?
I don't know, brother. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Michael Shane slander only, thank you.
That's why I said it, brother. Come on now.
So next, for some reason, Simon Diamond comes out with David Young. And
Yeah,
not,
fuck
Oh
that
my
Triton
God.
guy.
and not
Yeah,
Triton.
apparently, Simon Diamond and Triton just either they were like, I don't know what happens to Triton, but they were just like, man, fuck this guy,
Yeah.
and we're gonna stick Simon Diamond with David Young. And I'm like, okay,
Even
whatever.
Even better about this is I'm pretty sure, and they skimmed over at Slammiversary, but on that show's pre-show, Simon Diamond came out with Lex Lovett.
I think he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he went from Lex Lovett.
Well, he's always been with Lex Lovett and Buck Quartermain. Like, that's been the trio of jobbers.
Okay, yeah, but there's no Buck Quartermain until like December of this year. But yeah, so he went from Lex Lovett to Triton to David Young.
Yep.
In a month.
Yes.
Despite the fact that both matches they had together as a tag team they won.
I think so. Yeah.
Believe so.
Why'd you dump
So yeah, he dumped
Triton did all the work?
He dumped Triton for David Young and pretty much said that David Young needs leadership and guidance.
He needs drive and determination.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah,
So-
whatever, dude.
Yeah, they. Don't get me wrong. I like David Young.
Oh no, he's a great jobber.
I'm not keen on Simon Diamond.
Essentially, all he said was, "Yeah, David Young could win a match.
Yeah.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
he could.
Anybody can. He hasn't, but he may. He
could.
might.
He might.
Tonight he might.
He just maybe.
So
Yep.
of course we have Simon Diamond and David Young, and out come Apollo and Sonny Siaki.
Yep.
I thought to myself, there ain't no motherfucking way they're gonna give David Young his first goddamn win over these two. If
Wouldn't
they
be-
did, I would have lost
It
it.
wouldn't be his first win. It would just be
Look.
his first win in like.
Yeah, I mean his first
five-
win like
5
in
months
this
or so.
in this current line of matches that we are concerned with for David Young.
True.
As a supporter of the Apollo and Sonny Siaki team, I would have lost my shit.
I mean, I
So-
like them together. I don't know why they're not doing better. But,
Yeah, no, I
I'm not
agree.
a fan of them together. I would rather them be separate. I'd rather
I
them do their
think
own
I
thing.
think Sonny Siaki and Apollo could be good singles wrestlers, but like I like them as a tag team, and I don't know why. Like I don't think they do any cool moves with each other
they're just a big
or
team.
anything. It's just I don't know. I guess it's to get both guys on the card.
Yeah, I mean, Don West was talking about how they have similar body types, and like I think he said Sonny Siaki was a football player or something. Apollo was just brute force.
Yeah, so in the match, David Young hits this really scary looking springboard moonsault to Siaki where he like almost finds himself perfectly
Yeah.
horizontal in the middle of it, and he's not coming down for a landing. He just like lawn darts himself backwards off the ropes into Sonny Siaki on the floor.
Yeah, the assigned moonsault.
It did not look good.
It looked fine.
It looked scary.
It was fine.
It looked dangerous.
Yeah, it was fine. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Apollo does a dive over the top under Diamond and
Fucking
Young, landing on his
somersault
feet.
Plancha. Yeah.
Did a goddamn he did a tope con hilo. I was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that at all.
Big man doing dives.
Yeah, I just it was cool. Like it popped me, but I'm like, man, I bet if we see this motherfucker again, he starts doing that shit. I'm out. I'm done.
True. Yeah.
I'm off the bandwagon. But yeah, so the referee in this match, Andrew Thomas, says Siaki isn't the legal man when David goes for the cover.
Because now it matters.
Because now in this fucking
Yeah,
tag
so-
team match, it matters.
Yeah, what was it? Siaki and David Young were wrestling in the ring for like 2 minutes, and then David Young hits the spine buster and goes for the pin.
No, it's
and
not
then-
legal.
And then Enter Thomas is like, "Oh no, he's not legal."
Why was he in the ring for 2 minutes,
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah, and then Apollo fucking what did Apollo do? Hits the TKO or something?
Yeah, he
He
comes
he
in.
hits he
Yeah.
hits David Young with the TKO. Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of shit. Apollo gets a TKO on David Young, wins the match, as they should.
On God.
And I wrote in my notes at the end of this, it's absurd that it took David Young being their opponent for them to finally get a win together.
I for one wanted David Young to win this match.
Oh, of course.
Well, then they did their jobs wrong.
I like his spine buster. It's cool.
He does
His
a cool-
spine buster
He does a
was
good
cool.
move.
It's cool.
He's a good wrestle thing.
Yeah, he does good wrestle things.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So then we move on to Samoa Joe versus Chris Saban.
Yes.
TNA claims that Samoa Joe is 6'8".
I missed that.
He claims Samoa Joe
What?
is 6 feet 8 inches tall as he walks by the crowd, where
Wow.
most of the people are the same height, if not taller than him.
That's fucked
You know
up.
what's Joe, like 6'1"?
Yeah, something like that.
I think.
6'2".
Hold on. Let me reconfirm. But no, I wrote that down in my notes too, and I'm like, look, I know that Joe's 6'2". Like,
He's
I
not
know
6'8".
Joe.
No, he's definitely
I've been
not
following
6'8".
his career for basically my whole entire time as a wrestling fan. This motherfucker is not 6'8". Like,
Yeah.
man, they really
No,
were
because
building
the
Joe.
Undertaker is like 6'8", and he is definitely
Oh,
taller
God.
than Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
no
AJ
shit.
is like 5'11", and Joe's definitely taller than AJ. So, yeah, 6'2" sounds right to me.
AJ is 5'11", indeed.
Yeah,
Sure.
so in this match, Joe pretty much manhandles Saban for the better part of the first half.
Yeah, a couple of single
Just
leg
totally
kicks.
power mans him.
Yeah, and then he starts just fucking.
Good
getting
old
on him.
AA wrestling bullshit that I love.
Yeah, that goes into a bunch of shit. Saban keeps trying to hit a cradle shock in this match, but the
Yeah.
first time he goes for it, he simply can't lift Joe up. The second time he goes for it, Joe fights out of it. And the third time he gets him up, Joe fights out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically Joe beats Saban's ass for most of the match. Saban manages to fight back, get some good offense, especially outside on the floor. There's a lot, of course, because this is TNA, there's a ton of floor fighting all over the show.
Of course.
But
Because of course.
Joe reverses a cradle shot into a German suplex bridge for 2. And then Saban comes back with a springboard tornado DDT for 2. Powerbomb into an STF on Saban, and then he just transitions it to a crossface. Saban manages to crawl his way towards the ropes, and then Joe turns it into a fucking Rings of Saturn looking fucked modified dick in
was-
your face hold.
Kind of dope. I liked it.
Yeah, Saban gets his foot on the ropes. Joe's pissed. Goes for a muscle buster. But Saban fights back, makes him go for a superplex. Saban kind of like does a fall, like goes over and falls through, hits him with a Liger bomb for 2.
was
Saban gets Joe up, but he
dope.
fights back. Stagger into the corner. And he kicks out his feet to crotch Saban on the top. Muscle buster and a coquina clutch. And Saban passes out. So Samoa Joe wins.
I actually really enjoyed this match myself.
It was a good match. I mean, I would
Um,
hope Samoa Joe and Chris Saban can put on something worth watching.
I agree. I agree. And I was like, going into this, I'm like, okay, if I'm not going to get anything out of the show, at least I'm going to get a decent match from Joe and Chris. And I got that. And I was happy. The one thing I wrote down that you didn't mention, which I don't know if y'all missed it or if you guys just didn't write it down, that literally made me laugh my ass off at like 1 o'clock in the morning was after Joe hits a corner knee into the face wash, Don West is like, Saban needs some smelling salts to wake up. He looks like he's knocked out. And that shit made me lose it, dude. Like, I'm like, yo, smelling salts? Like, that's fucking genius. Like, it's just little shit like that on commentary that makes me appreciate West and TNA a lot.
All right, so I did not hate this match at all. I did find it entertaining for the most part, but by this point, I was already blown up.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I had to stop watching the show for
Bro.
5 days. I had to take a break from the show after this match.
I was blown up.
And there are 4 more matches after
Yeah.
this. Oh my god.
Literally watched the rest of the show the night before we recorded this episode.
So I watched the show spontaneously throughout the day. I took a break after the goddamn Simon Diamond match.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, not at
And
all.
then I took a break after the X Division matches because I'm like, I want to watch this fucking main event in one sitting and be done with it. And yeah, I could not, if you could not have paid me to watch this all the way straight.
Well, we don't particularly. Oh, I guess we do get paid, but we don't get paid.
Not enough.
No, not enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
brothers.
I literally watched the first. I mean, I literally finished the first hour of the show, which was capped off by Samoa Joe and Chris Saban. I got off, was like, damn, I'll watch the rest of this shit tomorrow.
Yep.
And then
True.
and then it's 5 days of me avoiding it. I had to. The things we do for the people.
Yeah. We're
On
great
God.
People.
So then we have Shane Douglas interviewing Lance Hoyt, the Naturals, and Jimmy Hart before their match. They say things and they sound confident, and then they head towards the ring as Team Canada comes out versus the Naturals and Lance Hoyt. The match graphics said that this was an NWA Tag Team Championship match.
Yep.
That's what it said. So I thought to myself, okay, I mean, if they want to do that, sure, whatever. 6-man tag for the tag titles, sure. So the match happens. We have Eric Young who attacks Chase Stevens outside the ring before the match starts. And then Lance Hoyt immediately starts overpowering dudes, and then a full-on brawl breaks out. Which
Yep.
seems to be, it's like a formula with Team Canada at this point where, like, there's cheating immediately,
Yeah.
a breakdown,
Mhm.
and then a brawl.
Yep.
So then Team Canada powder out. Then a bunch of shit starts happening. Top rope moonsault to the floor by Stevens to Young and A1. Hoyt then dives on top of them after, literally doing the same exact spot that
Yep.
was done in the tag match
Yeah.
like 20 minutes ago. I noticed after all this that A1 has dirty tights.
Does he?
Yeah, his ass was dirtier than his front.
Didn't even.
Oh,
notice
that's
that.
hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice
his tights
that.
were, yeah, like he has like the white tights and whatever,
Mhm.
but the back were like browning.
Oh.
Yeah, like sweaty ass.
Oh
He didn't
no.
wash his tights or something. I'm
Got
like, damn,
swamp
bro.
ass, baby.
He was working swamp ass up, and his underwear was coming out through underneath his tights.
Sheesh.
Bro's a mess.
Truly hate to see it.
He was a mess. Tandem offense
True.
by the Naturals and A1. Rude breaks up the pin. He consistently has to do this in this match. He's just constantly breaking up pins for the other two.
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
Young and
Yep.
Alistair Rolfs.
So much cheating.
Yeah.
So much cheating.
Team Canada finally takes control of the match. Bobby Roode gets the hockey stick, but Jimmy Hart tries to stop him. And he does some Eddie Guerrero shit and tosses the stick to Hart while acting like he's hurt. He's like, oh, my stomach hurt. He hit me with the stick. So the referee ejects him. See you later. But the megaphone was left behind conspicuously.
Mm.
I wonder if it'll play into the rest of the match or something.
Oh, I wonder.
Rude gets a bunch of heat
I wonder.
on Stevens and says, the USA sucks. And he may not be wrong, but he's not an American, so I cannot allow him to say that. Only Americans can say America sucks.
First-hand knowledge.
Exactly. You have to know to know, you know?
Yeah. I know.
True.
So Stevens and Rude trade chops. They do a double down for a hot tag to Lance Hoyt. He easily cleans all three out like jabronis. Referee ducks a clothesline and acts like he's hurt. Fucking dives out of the ring.
Yeah.
He like
so
crawls out of the
Dude,
ring.
A1 gets tossed out of the ring and completely just misses the ref, but the ref takes a bump anyway. And he dives headfirst out of the ring, and it looks
To the floor.
absolutely terrible.
A whole bunch of shit starts happening, and then Bobby Roode takes out the Natural to Jimmy Hart's megaphone while Hoyt was kept from getting back in the ring, which allows Eric Young to get the pin, and then suddenly this isn't a title match.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
It's like they called the finish on the fly and said, you know what?
Nah,
Dusty finish minus the title change.
Yeah. Changed my mind. How about that? That's the only change tonight, brother. My mind.
So, I'm gonna say a couple things about this match. I said it last week on the podcast with Apollo not being able to do a fucking snap power slam. None of these TNA guys know how to do a fucking snap power slam. Like, if you're gonna do anything with this motherfucker, bring somebody in that can teach you how to do a goddamn power. It just pisses me off
They can
because
ask
like
Randall Orton.
you can ask Randall Orton to teach you how to do it for 5 minutes, and I bet you can do it really well. I don't know why it bugs me this much. It just does. Hoyt is still the most fucking over guy in this company, which is insane.
Absolutely. And stupid dummy.
Like,
Like-
he's so over.
So he hits I called it the WWE 2K14 Tilt-A-Whirl Face Buster because it's literally what it was,
Yeah.
and it popped the fuck out of me. I felt like I was like 15 again, and the pop was fucking insane. It's the biggest pop of the night, and I was like, man,
It's fun.
I
for the
know
Nazis.
that it's so crazy to me what happens with him because it never works out, and it makes me very sad because I actually like Lance White.
They love them some Hoyt, brother. Hoyt-a-mania.
I mean, even commentary make it a point to really put Lance White over,
all the time. Yeah.
which I would
Every
think would
time.
be instructed up to them to do that. So why not do something with this guy that you've been pushing super hard for the last 3 months?
How about we don't? How about that?
Yeah,
How about fuck?
True.
How about that?
It was see what it is that he was aligned with Kid Cash when he cut that really weird promo.
Yeah. 'Cause- Yeah.
So despite being over, he's simply not allowed to actually be over.
He's bad by proxy. Sorry, brother.
Sorry, kid.
yeah, true.
So then we have Shane Douglas who's with the Outlaw and Monty Brown. Here, the Outlaw officially names himself Kip James.
Finally.
Good lord, I was
No
like,
more Outlaw. He is now
finally.
Kip the James.
Yeah, he pretty much just says, Bullet Bob liked me better. I'm Kip James now.
Yep.
I'm that man's son.
Yeah.
Monty Brown says some shit. Then Jeff Jarrett comes in and starts being a fucking nut job.
Yeah.
Dude, Jeff Jarrett,
They fucking do that.
unhinged Joker Jeff Jarrett might actually be one of my favorite acts in TNA right now.
Outlaw
Good
says he's
lord.
still got his back. And then Monty says that, well, they made a deal, they cut a deal. He said, I had your back, or as long as you could repay the promise of giving me an NWA TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. But it looks like you're having a real tough time holding up your end of the bargain right now.
Yeah, he walks off.
And he walks off.
Yep.
So then we have Kip James and Monty Brown versus the 2 Live Crew. This is a very short match that leads to the most confusing shit. I don't understand. Anyway,
It was fucking. I'm sorry. Like, I know that we're gonna do the breakdown. This shit just.
it was
This
a
is
whole
why I
lot of
took my
nothing.
second. This is
It
why I
was a
took my
whole lot of
third break
nothing.
because I was like, this is just a whole lot of nothing with a confusing fucking ending. I hated it. It didn't make sense. I hate this shit. The fuck.
Kip got busted open in like a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? I wanted to make note of one thing because, I've been talking about Monty Brown doing lines off the ropes. And granted, I watched this entire show at 2 times speed. Not gonna lie. But I could just tell that, the lines weren't hitting quite the same this month. And the quality of the product was lower. Anyways, Killings immediately sends Brown to the floor and dives on him. More diving immediately in the match.
Another Tope con Hilo in the same fucking pay per view.
All right, so yeah, after the tope, they do some wrestle shit or whatever. James starts bleeding.
Yep.
And then after he starts bleeding, there's like immediately a ref bump. The first ref bump of the match.
Yeah, there's many on
Yeah.
multiple refs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucked.
Yeah, so Conan gets a baking sheet. He strikes the fucking referee over the head with it for no
For
reason.
no reason.
Like an unprotected ass headshot to the fucking ref. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I mean, to be fair, I feel like a baking sheet is probably a pretty safe.
Oh, like it's pretty
Headshot.
safe.
I mean, it's fairly safe, but
It's fairly
on,
safe,
now.
but I was like, man, they just start. This is like literally 2 minutes into the match.
yeah,
Not even.
it's a real trash bag match.
Yeah, so the referee gets struck in there with a baking sheet, has to be replaced by another one. Then Kip James gets the baking sheet and cracks Conan over the head with it for a 2. I wrote here, I hate whatever the formula of this match is so much because it's just garbage.
It's dog shit. Yeah, I hate it.
Halfway through the match, and I'm just already done with it. Axe kick by Killings, but Kip James pulls the referee out and then throws him into the guardrail. Another referee down.
Yeah.
Yep.
BG James is suddenly on the ramp.
beating the shit out of the referee. Yeah, BG just
Appears.
chilling.
As Killian gets pounced and pinned by Monty Brown, they kick his microphone and does the old shtick. 2 words, yada yada. No, that's not what I'm talking about, brother. He points to BG. He walks down to the ring and Kip offers him a chair to attack Ron Killings with, but he just immediately leaves the ring. And I wrote,
Yeah.
in all capitals, what is the point of all of this? Why?
I wish I knew, brother.
Bro. I've been
Look,
asking
Jack,
why
I'm
for the
sick of
last
this shit.
month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
Since lockdown, I've been asking why.
It's pretty rough, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on really. It's really fucked up.
So then,
It's just stupid. Completely stupid.
luckily, we move on to something a bit better.
But
As we have Shane Douglas has an interview with Jerry Lynn. He says that he's going to make sure the best man wins tonight. And boy, did he ever.
yeah.
So we
Yep,
have
goddamn right.
AJ Styles versus Sean Waltman with Jerry Lynn as a special guest referee.
AJ Styles had some sky blue attire and it was sexy as fuck.
All right, hold on
Yeah,
now.
Jerry
That
Lynn had
is
the jeans and the New
UNC
Balance.
colors represent the UNC motherfucker. That shit was sick. I was popping so hard
Yeah.
for the old AJ gear. This man ain't wearing no pink shirts and puka shell necklaces before
he was-
TNA
He was
world
looking-
title matches anymore.
He was looking sick though.
He was looking pretty sick.
But
I mean,
like
you know, he's
like-
got to show up for his fan base. You know,
like-
yeah.
like I said, Jerry Lynn is wearing fucking jeans and New Balance shoes.
Yep.
And I thought, this guy is Brolic. Jerry Lynn, seeing Jerry Lynn in this ring just made me want to see him beat both these motherfuckers up. So, I just want to see him beat them up.
It was definitely like it was bittersweet because I'm like, man, I want this motherfucker to get in here and just wrestle. Like, that would have been just so much cooler to me. It would have made me
Yeah.
care more.
I mean, they were mentioning how just 3 years earlier, AJ and Jerry Lynn were the first TNA tag team champions.
Yep. True.
So
I mean, the story of this match is really not so much a test of the two people wrestling, but a test of Jerry Lynn as an official.
pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of them the story is essentially how much bullshit will Jerry Lynn take from both men before he finally does something to fuck the other.
Yep.
Bunch of pin attempts, and then a couple body slams by Styles, and Waltman powders out. A whole bunch of shine for Styles, locks in a Muda lock.
Oh my god, I miss AJ doing the Muda locks so fucking much.
It was.
I mean, he
sick.
had
That
the
move
shit
looks
locked. He had
so-
it locked in.
It was
It's
good.
on.
It looked fucking good.
He had
It
the
looks so good.
bridge like as deep as it'll go. He was cranking
Back
on
arch
Waltman's
and everything.
neck. He was giving it to him. Yeah.
Mm.
Drop kick by Styles makes Waltman powder again, and then AJ dives over the top to the floor. Waltman on top. back
Another
in the-
tope.
Yeah, there's another tope. It's a tope in every fucking match, bro.
Of course.
Waltman gets on top as they get back in the ring. It gets cut off after Styles fights back. Waltman goes for a Bronco Buster, but Styles fucking catches him and stands up into a fucking Styles clash. But Waltman kicks him in the face a bunch of times and gets out of it. Hits the Bronco Buster anyway.
Yep.
AJ outside the ring. Then Waltman dives off the top rope into him and busts up AJ's nose.
Yeah.
And then a phenomenal forearm, bunch of shit, and then a styling DDT for 2. Waltman with a low blow on AJ out of Jerry Lynn's sight somehow. But
Somehow.
AJ kicks out of the subsequent Northern Lights pin at 2 somehow. AJ gets Waltman into a double underhook into a Styles clash for 2. I was
Alright,
shocked he
so-
kicked out.
Dude,
It was actually
literally was so shocked.
one. It looked amazing because it was a backslide into a double underhook into the Styles clash. It's like that was gorgeous, and it was an ear fall. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was really shocked that he kicked out.
Like I literally was like, because I know how protected that move is for a while in TNA. And I'm like, they let Sean Waltman kick out this
Yeah.
beautiful fucking perfect Styles clash.
Then he does the
I
X
was-
Factor, and AJ says, "Fuck you."
Yeah, he literally was like, "Hey, old man, you ain't been me, bitch."
What's your
What the
finish? So
fuck?
kick out of it.
Well, yeah, because
Yep.
AJ, after the Styles clash, he goes for the spiral tap but misses. takes an X Factor and kicks out at 2. See, if AJ had lost there after missing a spiral tap and then taking that, I wouldn't have even been like, I don't know, I wouldn't really question it that much. Although that would have been real fucked to have AJ go from champion to losing like that.
Yeah.
So then Waltman tries to break AJ's leg with a chair. Jerry Lynn's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Throws it out.
Yeah, he chose to Pillmanize it.
He's like, I'm not.
Yep.
Why would I let you do this?
Yeah.
Why would I let you do this? AJ goes for the clash, but Waltman is holding onto the ropes. So Lynn kicks the ropes and makes it. So he fucking just forces him up for AJ's move.
Yeah.
He hits Styles Clash and wins.
Yeah. Spin kick dodge. Waltman, like you said, grabs the ropes. Jerry Lynn just fucking kicks his hands off. Roll through Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3.
Waltman is clearly very, very upset with Jerry Lynn for this.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
Good match.
Yes.
It was fun.
The entire time I just wanted to watch Jerry Lynn kill someone.
Yes.
I just wanted Jerry Lynn to fucking hit somebody with a chair. I would have been cool with that.
Just wanted Jerry Lynn to wipe some blood off of AJ's nose and write "die" on his red shirt.
True. That would have ruled. Yeah, it was fun.
So then we have Jeff Jarrett backstage antagonizing Larry Zbyszko about the World Championship. Further, just being a fucking weirdo nut job, asshole, based red pillar, epic
Self-obsessed, fucking
Joker.
bitch.
Yeah, he's just being Jeff Jarrett because this is his world.
And we're all living in it.
Yeah.
You know who else lives in Jarrett's world?
Who is that?
Petey Williams, as he has a match with Chris Daniels for the X Division Championship. Tail of the Tape was basically talking about Daniels having a million moves versus Petey Williams having the Canadian Destroyer.
And it turns out the story was right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, this being a Team Canada match, there's tons of interference. A1 does the most he can
Yeah.
to help Petey Williams not even win in the end.
Egregious, yeah.
Yep.
Turns out that Christopher Daniels was in fact right, and that his wider arsenal of moves
Is
allowed
superior
him
to the single move.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so somewhere in the middle of the match, Samoa Joe appears on the ramp watching. Daniels powders out to leave, but notices Samoa Joe is up there. So then A1 throws him back in the ring. The entire time in this match, Daniels has been working his babyface.
Mm.
So then him powdering out to leave because he didn't want to do this match anymore completely fucked whatever the dynamic of this match was to me. I got taken out of it so bad because of this.
Yeah.
A1 throws him back in the ring. Williams locks on a sharpshooter, but Daniels gets to the ropes. Williams goes for a Canadian Destroyer. Daniels goes for a Angel's Wings. Both men block each other. Daniels hits a scoop slam from the top rope on Williams, but then misses a diving crossbody. And then A1 gets on the apron and blatantly throws something to Williams. I don't know how the ref didn't see it.
He calls for an A1 distraction, and while it's happening, A1 also tosses him a chain. But
Right past the referee's
right
face.
past the ref, yeah. But while Daniels is selling in the corner, he was playing chess while Team Canada was playing checkers.
Yeah,
He-
because he had his own weapon.
Yeah, he had his own chain wrapped around his hand.
And he takes out Williams.
Yeah, he fucking clocks William. Hits him with the BME. 1, 2, 3.
Retains the title.
Yes, sir.
Yep, so...
I mean, I liked the finish.
Yeah,
I
the
liked.
finish was
I
fine.
actually, I liked a lot of the stuff before fucking A1 throws them back in the ring and it completely fucks up the psychology. Like, I liked fucking Chris Daniels doing 500 million backbreakers. I liked Petey Williams doing a fucking Russian leg sweep. Just a bunch of random shit. And then, yeah, I mean, the finish was cool. BME equals 1, 2, 3. It's just simple.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just feel like having to see Team Canada up to 3 times on a show wrestle and having the
It's
same
so
thing
bad.
happen in every match where they're always cheating and they never get caught.
Or win. Like, sometimes they just don't win. All this cheating and just to not
And
win.
they cheat a whole bunch to lose, which
Right.
makes it like, why do I care about these guys?
Well, there were 3 Team Canada matches on the show, right? Were there 3 or just 2?
No, there's 2.
Just 2? So they were
2.
1 and 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
they won one from cheating and they lost one with cheating. It's like,
Not decisive enough for me, brother.
just in general, they lose more than they win.
Yeah. So what's the point?
And when they win, it's just annoying. It's always
Yeah, I
gotta be not-
agree.
See, that's the issue. Is that I find Team Canada affiliated matches annoying.
Yeah, but not in a heel I'm being worked way. But
No, like in a X-Pac, get off my fucking TV heat type of way.
Yeah,
I
true.
don't even have Xbox heat.
No, because that would imply that I hate them. I just hate the way they work.
No. I mean with actual Sean Waltman.
Oh, well, true.
Oh,
But
true.
so then we have the main event, the No Surrender Dog Collar NWA World's Heavyweight Championship match. Abyss with James Mitchell challenging Raven.
Yes.
I had to write immediately. I wonder how Jeff Jarrett will find a way to get involved in this match. To my surprise, he didn't.
Mhm.
I certainly expected him to come down with like his own dog collar and little chain and put the carabiner on their chain.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
Three-way chain match.
Somebody had to have, someone in this match needs to be bred and submitted.
Submissively.
God damn it.
I mean, yeah, we saw some breeding in this
Yeah.
match.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
and
did.
there is. Yep.
Especially when they break up the tax, then there's some serious breeding going on.
Oh yeah.
So just before we like get into the actual match itself, they panned to the crowd, and the crowd like legit everybody just looks drunk as fuck. Like they're
Everyone
having a
didn't
good
care.
time. Like they look like they're having a good time, but like they just look drunk.
There's a point in this match where they cut to some woman in the crowd who's just like looks so bored and not happy
It
to
does
be
not
here.
look like anyone wanted to
And it
be
was
here.
during some table spots.
Well, see, I don't know how much of this show is just, how many people actually bought tickets and how many people just showed up because it's Universal. So, how many of these people actually wanted to be there versus the people that were actually just there?
I mean, the people who went there just to be there, that's their fault for going.
I mean, yes, true.
They did that to themselves.
Yes, true. But
So they start the match with the Tug of War, and Abyss immediately starts beating Raven's ass with the chain. He's trying to submit him, to make him his little
he's
bitch.
trying.
Raven powders out, starts throwing chairs at him from the floor. Raven then whips Abyss with the chain, gets a table out. There's a lot of tables in this match. An abundance of tables are in this match.
So much wood.
If you like table spots, this is the match for you.
You know,
'Cause
that's a good point.
like
Marquise. There is a lot of wood in this match.
True.
Abyss tries to choke slam Raven through a table, but he fights out, so they enter the ring. Abyss lays a chair on Raven and hits a middle rope splash on him for 2. Abyss sets up a stack of chairs behind Raven, but he moves when Abyss goes for a middle rope leg drop, so he just asses himself on chairs.
Yep. Straight up.
Just ass to chair. He then resorts to the choking. He wraps the chain around Raven, of course, starts trying to fucking hang that motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Yeah, autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah,
To make this
fuck
man
yeah.
come.
Yeah, trying to make him come in the ring. You're damn right.
True.
Raven gets a chair, fights out of it. He then gets a stapler and staples a dollar bill to Abyss's forehead,
Yep.
which remains there
Yep.
for the duration of this contest.
As it should have.
Yep, as it should.
Yeah, so Abyss wrestled with a dollar on his head. Super awesome. Abyss sells it like it fucking killed him.
Yep.
Abyss
As
and
it
Raven-
should.
Yeah, he got stapled in the head like 3 times. So then Abyss and Raven exit the ring on opposite sides of the same ring post. So then Abyss pulls Raven, so he crashes into it. Then they brawl up the side area of the ramp. Raven is bleeding, while Abyss sets up some tables with help from James Mitchell. And then Abyss pulls Raven up onto the ramp, and they spark towards the section of the ramp where they can do some spots with the tables. Raven hits Abyss low, knocks him off the stage. But then as he lays there in the rubble, Abyss pulls the chain and sends Raven over him into some tables that were behind him that he also set up.
It was
So
a cool
everyone's going through
spot.
fucking tables, brother.
So many.
I like the spot. I like the spot a lot though.
So then they get another table from under the ring, do some fucking some shit. Raven gets momentum, hits the Raven effect for 2. Raven then attempts to murder Abyss, but James Mitchell hits him with a cane. Then Abyss's collar breaks for reasons.
For reasons. Well,
Just broke.
he just takes it off.
They just take it off
He
that
just,
broke.
he just takes it off.
Yeah,
took it off?
he's
Yeah,
just
he
like,
just-
yeah,
he
no,
just-
I will simply
Asshole.
not do. I will not do the gimmick, you
Yeah,
fuck.
He just took it off.
What a fucking asshole. Okay, so he takes off the collar. He gets a bag of tacks from under the ring. And he tears off the shirt Raven's wearing, lines up the tacks right in front of him. He's like, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna fucking put you through these."
Commentary was putting it over huge.
Like, oh my god, he needs a bag. He's got the tacks in there.
He took his shirt
He's
off.
got
so
the
he could take it and
tax.
protect it.
Yeah, literally, that was the Don West line. I was like, damn, they are really selling that shit, which is cool. They are trying. I appreciate that.
Abyss gets Raven up to the top rope and follows him up. Cassidy Riley in his best Billy Kidman cosplay comes to rescue
Yeah.
Raven.
Fucking weirdo.
Bro, he's literally
He's
just
like in
he's
a tie-dye shirt and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
fucking Daisy Dukes, yeah.
yeah,
Literally
came out with
looks like
jean
fucking
shorts and
Spike Dudley. He literally
No,
is doing
he
the
looked-
Spike Dudley gimmick.
No, he definitely. This was Billy Kidman, bro. This was
True.
instead of a wife beater, it was just a band tee.
Yeah.
He was wearing a band tee and some fucking jean shorts and some high socks with some shoes. He was
Fucking
literally
weirdo.
Billy
He
Kidman,
looked like a fucking weirdo.
and he had a haircut.
Yeah, he did have hair.
His hair was shorter.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
short.
true.
So he comes in to Raven's rescue and dies for his sins.
Yeah, Abyss just fucked on him.
He shit cans him.
Yeah.
He literally fucked him. There's your breeding.
He braided Cassidy Riley. He came through to save Raven's ass.
Yes. Abyss then goes up for some 10-count punches for some reason and just gets fucking tossed into the tax.
Gets power bombed. Kicks out at 2.
Yep.
Black hole slam on
Kick out
Raven for 2.
Kick out at 2. And then Raven, I forgot the name of the move, so I combined them and said Raven Flow DDT.
The Raven effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hits the Raven Flow DDT into the tax and wins.
The Ever Raven DVT.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh god, here we go.
Yep, so he DDTs him into the tax for the win. Yada yada. Jeff Jarrett's music hits and he gets the full gimmick.
So I almost turned it off, and I'm glad I did. Once the bell rang, I went to go use the bathroom, so I was like, fuck this. And I heard Jeff Jarrett's music hit. I was like, motherfucker. So yeah.
Y'all can talk about it. I'll talk about it after.
So Jarrett's music hits. He gets the full pyro entrance gimmick. He does the whole 9 yards. Comes to the ring, and then we see the frame cut to a wider shot. Rhino is behind Raven. My God, he's gonna fucking gore the shit out of this boy. He's feeling crazy, and the crowd doesn't care.
No, they don't care at all.
There was no reaction for this.
None.
Gores Raven.
I mean, he explicitly states, I have Rhino on my side.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
Rhino gores Raven, and then the show goes off the air.
So here's what doesn't make sense to me, right? I'm sure you would agree. So at the beginning of the show, TNA told Jarrett that Rhino would be here in an antagonistic way.
Mm-hmm.
Jarrett at the beginning of the show talked shit about Rhino to Team Canada.
Yes.
And at the end of the show, they were aligned.
Yep.
Was that meant to be a swerve?
Well, you found him. You see? He was trying to find Rhino. Remember that when he went to go talk to Larry Zbyszko, he's like, I'm trying to find Rhino. You said that Rhino was coming to the building.
Yeah.
Larry Zbyszko was like, well, he's not coming to the building. He's in the building. So he found him. I guess he talked to him and persuaded him.
I guess so.
It's dumb as fuck.
It was incredibly dumb.
But, whatever. It's TNA.
So what are your thoughts, Max?
As the resident Jeff Jarrett hating motherfucker in this group, like, I don't know, this just had wrestling swerve written all over it to me. Because he's like, oh, well, where's Rhino? I want to find Rhino. I'm scared of Rhino. Oh, boy. And then Rhino appears in the ring, and I'm like, don't fucking spirit. Don't gore Raven. Please, God. Then he did, and then I cried. Because it's his world, and we're all living in it. And I fucking hate this fucking dickhead, Jeff Jarrett.
It would have been incredibly funny if Raven turned around, dodged the spear, so fucking Rhino does a biggie spear to Jarrett to the floor.
I would have popped so hard, bro.
I feel like it would have been even better if Raven simply caught the gore into the DDT.
True.
That would have been sick,
No,
actually,
just-
because
just
that's
ever
because
rolling
it's
them?
literally. I mean, it's literally the same spot.
Yeah, you're
It's
already
literally
going
the
into
spot.
position.
Yeah,
Yep,
and then like
fucking-
you could have had the face-off to end the show. That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
just hit the Raven flow or whatever.
Although that would have jabroni the motherfucking shit out of Rhino.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Rhino.
Yeah, but it's Rhino. It's TNA Rhino too. I don't know, man.
He's
just
like, make sure he's champion next year or whatever. But he's fine.
I'm just fucking sick of Jeff Jarrett, and I know there's so much more.
Well,
I wanna
dog,
cry.
we're in the early stages still.
I know.
Of
I know.
Planet Jarrett.
Well, no, we're toward the middle of it, but we still got quite a ways to go.
There's a ways to go. I'm aware. I'm aware.
Hey, this should go to like 2007, 2008.
Oh my god.
2000, I think 2007. I think it's who officially dethrones him? I think it's Sting who officially dethrones him.
It's Sting.
We'll eventually get there.
Yeah, we'll get
Eventually.
there. We'll get there in
In a
like
few years.
50 million years.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
that was TNA No Surrender 2005.
Yep, it's his world, and we lived in it, unfortunately.
for a long
And
time.
I was not the biggest fan of this pay per view.
No,
It
I mean we all
was-
had to. I mean we all had to like take a fucking breather.
It sucked.
It was just pretty fucking bad. Like honestly, and I've said this a couple times in our group chat. It was not that bad of a show, but you cannot just throw all this shit together for a 3-hour pay per view, because like it's just too much. It's too much in one sitting.
Well, in my opinion, a 3-hour wrestling show is already 2 hours too long.
True. The repetitive booking
The same spots in every
also
match.
is
Yeah.
really an issue. The Team Canada interference, the ref bumps, the cheating, all that. It's just
Inconsistent
it's too much.
officiating
There-
all
there-
over
there
the
was
show.
cheating in the first match. There was cheating in the second match. Wait, what was the first match? The first match was the AMW tag match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was there cheating in that match? Probably.
Yeah, fucking Tracy was getting involved.
Yeah, the fucking
yeah,
Tracy.
that's what I thought,
yeah,
It's
Tracy
true.
was
Cheating in the
cheating,
first
the handcuff
match.
gimmick.
I
Yeah.
don't think there
Shoe
was.
in the megaphone.
I don't think there was cheating in the X Division shootout, whatever the fuck match, but there was cheating in pretty much every other match.
Yeah, there was cheating in every match but like 2.
Yeah, and then in one match it was a no DQ match, but there were 2 ref bumps. So like,
Unnecessary ones.
what was the point?
TNA gonna TNA.
I guess so.
Yep, I guess so.
Let's wrap that up. Let's.
Yeah, so like Max said, that was No Surrender 2005. Next we have Sacrifice. I don't know the exact date for that, but I assume sometime in the middle of August.
Yeah, we still don't have a. Yeah, so we'll get to that when we get to that. We're done with TNA right now. We don't have a gimmick.
Nope, no gimmick.
No gimmick this week. We still haven't workshopped that yet.
We'll get on it.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
It'll
We're,
happen.
we're all busy men.
Yeah, genuinely.
So,
Goddamn true.
of course, we're continuing our review of WWF Tough Enough 1 as we look at episode 4, subtitled The Billionaire Princess. They said we got Triple H last week. Stephanie this week.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
you didn't. You know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? Scratch all that. Anyway, we can see a quick cut. The contestants getting ready in the morning before they head off to tracks for their workout. Got to get some ring work, brother.
Yep.
John Gubrick, who's like the producer of the show, takes Victoria, who's notorious for hurting herself trying to bump, in with him in the Hummer as they go. He asks her about her mindset. She admits she doesn't want to be a wrestler.
Well, she says she doesn't know if she's ready.
Doesn't want to do this shit, bro.
This is what she says at this point. She says she doesn't know if she's ready.
Bro, none of these guys are ready, except for maybe Chris Nowinski.
Yeah, true.
You know who's the least ready? That motherfucker Daryl.
I don't know if he's the least ready.
He's got heat
Yeah.
in me, brother.
Yeah, but
Well,
he
yeah, he's
fucking
definitely got
sucks.
heat.
So
And he
I
def-
don't care.
All right, I'm not. He's definitely got heat with me, and he definitely sucks. I'm not disputing either of those claims. I'm just
I
saying
just
I don't
fucking
think
hate
he's
this
the
guy.
worst. He's not the worst at, this challenge of being a wrestler.
Okay, I mean, genuinely the worst one is probably Victoria.
Yeah, it's either no, it's probably Bobby Joe.
It's
It's a mixture
how
of
about
both.
Both of them, yeah, it's both.
Yeah. I'll take both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so Victoria admits to John Gubrick that she isn't sure she wants to be a wrestler.
Yep.
So then we get to tracks, and now Snow lets them all know that someone's getting cut.
Yep.
It's gonna be a cut today, motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a cut.
And he tells them, last week we bumped you to show you how to do it. Now we have to bump you so you can get conditioned to it. So they start bumping, and then bumping and bumping,
doing lots of bumps.
Yeah, they're doing
Damn right.
flip bumps, and Victoria keeps beaming herself.
Oh my god! Every time she's like just throwing her head back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The guys
it
are like,
dude,
we
it's
had to
so
look
scary to
away.
watch.
Yeah, the guys
man.
are like, we had to look away because she'll do 5 attempts, and every single time she'll just hit the back of her head, and it's like, oh, it sucks. And then they already start headlock takeovers, which I was like, wow, this is very quick.
Yeah, there's a part where Josh Matthews does a takeover on Al Snow and he ribs him, saying, "Bro, I've been getting killed by these dudes all fucking day. So if you could like lay
He's
off,
like, you're the 7th dude to land on me. Yeah, he's like, if you
how
want
would you wait for me to bump, then you
Yeah.
come down?"
Yeah, he said, if you
Yeah.
land on me again, I'll fucking bite off your nipple and spit in your face.
He literally
laughing
said,
the
"I
whole
will
time.
shoot, snap you, dude." He literally said, "I will snap you." Like, god damn.
That's what he says.
Daryl works with Al and he calls him up for smelling like shit.
Yep.
It's like, bro, you smell awful.
He said, have you washed these fucking pants, dude? He's like, no, I haven't washed them in like 2 days. So he's been training and bumping in these nasty ass pants for 2 days.
Dude,
And then Al.
I-
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just like I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm interrupting you. I'm just so fucking sick of this dude because he pisses me off. He smells like shit. He's disrespectful, and he's like,
He's got nasty clothes.
Like, and he's literally a child. He acts like
Yeah.
he's 5 and that he deserves all the, like, I'm so done. I'm so done with this
Al,
motherfucker, dude.
he's got delusions of grandeur.
He does. Al tells him to go change into his shorts, and he says, they got a big hole in them. He's like, whatever. They don't smell bad. And he starts muttering under his breath. Al calls him back, and he pretty much says, hey, pussy boy, I don't even take that shit from my kids. I'm definitely not going to take it from you. You're too old for that shit. And in my note, this is when I said, Daryl is really being the biggest bitch asshole man child
Of all time.
True. It's so, like,
the entire time this is happening, Maven and Josh are off to the side fucking dying.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
dying.
They're just fucking dying, yeah.
it was good. I was like, yeah, those are the boys.
More
Those
super
are
cuts to Bobby Joe and Victoria just fucking beaming themselves real
Repeatedly.
quick. Yeah.
Yep.
And then everybody gets back into the cars, and I don't know where Daryl went, but he wasn't in one of the cars. And we're just talking all sorts of mess on this man's name. They were talking hella shit, ultra shit. They were.
One of the girls, I forget which one, says like, yeah, I don't want to wrestle with him because he's not safe and he stinks.
It was
And I'm like,
Paulina.
Yeah, it was Paulina.
So
Yeah,
this
there
guy
you go.
sucks.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So then they arrive at the Titan Tower for their workouts. Daryl's still acting like a fucking weirdo man-child in the gym. Everyone's just confused, but he's like shadow boxing in the mirror.
Yeah, he's
Fuck,
talking about
what's
like
that?
Ali and Tyson and like talking about boxing and shit. And I'm like, you're such a. He's literally the definition of a buster, dude. Like, it's so bad.
We have
So
the next morning. Victoria's reflecting on how little she wants to continue doing this. Paulina and Bobby Joe are also facing their own doubts, but Victoria and Bobby Joe go together to speak with John Gubrick, and they essentially tell him, "Bro, we can't keep doing this shit."
Yeah, we're done. They say we're done. Yeah, it's
Yep.
over, brother. So they cut themselves.
Yeah, so they say they want to leave. At this point, I'm just keep making note of this, but Peacock hit me with 2 commercial breaks in the
Bro.
first 7
Yep.
minutes.
Bro.
Yep.
I got
Yep.
3 of them.
I got 3 in 10 minutes.
That shit was insane. I was
I
like,
think
why
commercial breaks like
are there
crazy.
so many fucking commercials?
So I after this episode, I went into my Peacock plan, right? Because I've had Peacock ever since the network got fucked, and I was like, I wonder if there's like because this is technically Peacock Premium,
Yeah, it's like $1 more.
Yeah.
and they said so like I have whatever I have the Peacock Premium, which is $5.
Yeah.
Apparently,
You have to get
if you want the
Yeah,
plus
Yeah, you have to get plus.
$5 more a month, they want you to pay $10 a month for no ads. I'm like, look here, brother.
They call
I already did not want to pay $9.99 for the network. I sure as hell am not paying fucking $10 for Peacock.
They call the inferior version premium.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah, well, how's that premium? That's the only other subscription plan besides Plus.
It
There's
doesn't
no,
even
there's
make
no like
sense.
Peacock.
There's no Peacock.
There's no free
base-
version.
Yeah, there's no
There's
base Peacock.
free Peacock, and then there's Peacock Premium, and
Is
then
there
there's
free
Peacock
Peacock?
Premium
Okay.
Plus.
I guess. But
I didn't
Triple
know there's
P.
Okay, well, I'm sure free Peacock is just god awful.
it's gotta be terrible. It's gotta be unusable. Genuinely.
Yeah, I don't understand. I would not understand at all.
So we come back from the commercials. John calls whoever his direct superior is. Kevin Dunn, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Arranges
Probably.
transportation to let Bobby, Joe, and Victoria go home. 3 commercials in 10 minutes. Back at the house, people are calling home, and then we get some footage of Daryl getting undressed and crawling to bed while cutting a weird ass promo saying, "I deserve this shit.
Before that,
I'm
you
gonna
got,
fucking win
you
this
got someone
shit."
just lying. I think it was Paulina, but she was like, "Yeah, you got 3 of the top people who got cut." Blah blah blah. I'm thinking Bobby, Joe, Victoria, and
Jason.
Jason were
And
definitely
Jason.
not, like, all right, Jason was like a top guy, but
Like Jason's like, yeah, because he has
Definitely-
the look.
definitely Bobby, Joe, and Victoria. They were definitely not top people. She's like, "Yeah, 3 of the top."
I mean,
people.
I think even from the start, it was
Like, that's
Nydia
not-
and Jackie.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so they're talking all this shit. Daryl, fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's being a weirdo. He's like, "I'm gonna fucking prove."
Although it was
these
really weird they
guys-
showed footage of him getting down to his underwear and crawling into bed.
Yeah, I don't know why
That
they
was
did
really
that.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
I guess he talks to his mother on the phone. His mom's like, remember that what you do for God, and that you will succeed. You just have to want it more and shit like that. And he literally like walks into bed. We see him strip into his fucking underwear, saying like, "I deserve this. They just show me I can do this." Like literally just having a fucking promo battle with God.
Yeah, he's having a promo on God.
Yeah, he keeps
Yeah,
saying, like, they don't want me here, but I'm proving that I'm gonna want to be here. It's okay, dude.
So then we have Josh and Maven roughhousing, and they actually start a fucking
All right.
fire.
So for some reason, yeah. All right. Maven sleeps with the girls, or not Maven. Josh sleeps with the girls. For
Nice.
some reason, yeah.
Nice.
So Josh sleeps with it was Nydia and someone else. I can't remember.
Jackie.
So-
Bro,
Yeah.
incredible.
And yeah.
Incredible.
His luck. But so he sleeps in the room with Nydia and Jackie, and for some reason, like a fucking weirdo, Maven comes from upstairs to side headlock Josh out of his room
And fucking
he,
wrestle him.
He tosses him over his shoulder, and on the way out, they knock over a candle.
Because
fucking-
Taylor put it on the
yeah.
floor
Taylor put it. Well, she put it between the 2 beds for some reason.
like a fucking maniac.
Yeah, and then there's a fire that gets started.
Yeah, they set a fire and set Taylor's bed on fire.
Yeah, so
Yep.
don't know where she slept.
I don't understand. In Josh's bed.
True.
True.
Or Maven's.
True.
Whoever played the cards right.
Yeah,
Or Nydia's.
possibly.
And then the next morning, they're all talking about the fire, and Daryl's like, What? There was a fire?
What? There was a
Nobody
fire?
told me
What?
that there was a fire?
What? What do you
I'm
mean?
so
What happened? I
jealous.
was
Nope.
sleeping. What happened?
Why
What
did
do
they
you
leave
mean?
me out?
Oh, brother.
Why did
Like,
they leave me out of their
oh my
fun-
god, dude.
Vince
Holy-
Rudolph.
Yeah.
Fuck,
So
bro.
he's like, he talks to the confessional or whatever. He's like, I figured out apparently there was a fire, and it just feels like I'm left out. Yeah, bro.
Well, it's your own damn fault for being such a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
He thinks he's being left out because the others are jealous of him or something.
That's what
Yep.
he thinks.
That's what he says. He thinks they're jealous. I don't understand why he's so goddamn delusional.
Yeah.
Genuinely, dude's out of his mind.
He's literally fucking mad. Like, madly insane. I don't get it.
At the tracks, Al took the 2 chairs left behind by Victoria and Bobby Joe and placed them on the wall next to Jason's. Taz calls them both quitters.
Yeah, calls him a bunch of bitch
Bunch of
quitters.
bitch
Lit-
quitter pussy.
Bunch of-
I hate these women.
I
Pretty
was
much.
fucking loving this shit, dude. Just
Yeah,
Taz
Taz
is
was
just shooting
mad.
on these people. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like,
It's
I don't
hilarious.
care. He's like, what did he say? They gave it their all. He's like, I'm tired of this PC bullcrap. They're
Yeah, he said
quitters.
things so. Yeah, he said a whole bunch of this ain't no nice shit.
Yeah, they're quitters. That's what they are.
Pussies.
They're quitters. Fuck them.
Yeah, true.
Who
Uh,
better?
Honestly,
Better.
Who better?
Paulina is struggling with trying to protect herself in the ring too much. Kind of like a mental block, preventing her from taking these bumps right.
Yeah.
Al decides to have a little competition. He's like, I bet none of these guys know what it's like to get ridden.
Yeah.
I'm going to submit him. I'm gonna breed 'em.
He just fucking submits, breeds, and rides these folks and smothers them too.
And the only
It
person to
was
get out of
so
it is
crazy,
Greg.
dude.
Yeah, so he wrestles all of them, and Greg is the only one who manages to fight his way up to his feet.
So they weren't quite in the referee's position, but they were on all fours, doggy style. And
Yep.
yeah, he rides them, and then everyone gets fucking smothered. Daryl does the worst, says, "I almost got out of it." Al says, "You almost got nothing." True. And then, yeah, Greg was the only guy to get out of it. The only person.
Yep.
in general
I'm
to
sure
get
that impressed Al.
out. I'm sure.
I'm sure it's like,
well,
damn,
I mean, he
yeah,
gave him a hug.
I was like, yeah, good
Yeah,
job,
he
kid.
was like,
You don't
damn, good job, kid.
Suck.
Yeah.
Maybe you will overcome your brothers. What's a shadow? What's a brother?
True.
Who's your
True.
brother? Would I know him?
Nah.
So then
Um,
Stephanie McMahon takes the girls in the house out for the night in her limo.
In her limo, and then we cut to some exclusive footage. I saw a Mountain Dew can. I was like, "Damn, surprised I didn't blur that."
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew, baby.
Yeah,
for
Stephanie McMahon was
McMahon.
drinking a Diet Mountain Dew.
So she was saying a whole bunch of shit. The only thing I really have of note, because I thought it was fucking weird, she said, there's a whole lot of jealousy in the locker room, but especially
the women.
the women. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she's like, you know how women are.
Yeah. She's like, you know how women are. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Right? It's fucking weird
2001.
misogyny. Stephanie McMahon, I guess.
Yeah, Stephanie hates women.
Clearly.
Well, that just makes her based.
So a little after like the first cut of them in the limo, they cut to the guys, and then they cut back to Stephanie, and Stephanie's like, "Oh well, Trish. I was supposed to be Trish, basically. Trish was supposed to be doing this for the girls, and all the guys were like excited and got their cologne on and shit. And then they were like, "We don't know where Trish is, so hopefully we find her." And I'm like, "What in the fuck?" Like
Fair
Trish
trade.
just went AWOL.
Yeah,
Like
fuck these
goddamn.
tough enough weirdo dudes.
Fair trade.
And
Stephanie
like
for
all the dudes were horny, and now they're sad.
Fair trade. Stephanie for Trish.
In
True.
2001, sure.
Fair
Yeah,
trade.
true.
So then we have Stephanie. They're at this some local lunch place, getting a luncheon on. Anyone who knows that the local place is where the good food is.
Of course.
Fuck all that fancy
True.
shit. You go down to the local spot off like the freeway or some shit. Oh baby, that's where that good shit is. But yeah, they're talking all this shit. In the limo, Stephanie told a story about she was talking about like how people in the ring will try to pop you.
Yeah.
They get you to smile on camera. She's talking about how the other night Undertaker said in a promo to Triple H, when you're done screwing your way to the top, and he stared real hard at Stephanie while saying it, and got her to crack a little bit. Fucking shitty worker,
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon is.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
Undertaker said,
You're a whore,
whore,
and she
and
laughed.
she laughed. All right.
God damn it.
I mean, I guess he was technically talking to Triple H, but
But he was calling her a
Yeah,
whore.
definitely.
Yeah, so Stephanie pretty much imparts words of encouragement to the ladies about having a great time while they work hard for the WWF. We're a family,
Yep.
and we're a traveling show. We got to be family, We got a whole bunch of great people on this roster in 2001.
Yeah,
I
and they
thought
talk.
There's a
They
whole bunch
talk.
of
They
really
talk.
good people.
Yeah, I thought bullshit, but all right, whatever.
Yeah, and like that's a load of horseshit. But she's like literally building the biz up so much. She's like, "Oh yeah, like before nobody used to laugh, and now everybody laughs." Like she talked about everybody laughing in the locker room like 5 times, and I'm like,
She called everyone
Are-
funny
are-
a whole lot.
Yeah.
Everyone's so funny.
Yeah.
She said
When
everyone
they
works
Everyone's
hard.
sexually
funny.
assault each other.
Everybody works hard, but they laugh just as hard.
"Yeah, it's like
They're
you got to
A-bombing
remember
each
to
other.
laugh while you're working." I'm like, "Oh my god, like these fed lines."
Gonna H-bomb you and laugh real hard about it. Gonna drop some Halcyon in your goddamn beer.
God damn it.
Haha. Gonna shave your eyebrows and put my dick on your forehead. Good rib.
And I'm going to take a picture of it.
Good rib.
Yeah, and then all the boys
then I'm
will
gonna-
fuck
and then I'm
fuck with
gonna-
you about it.
Then I'm going to blackmail you with this picture of my fucking cock on your face because you were sleeping in the locker room before the show.
Yeah.
Taking a napski 3 hours before fucking call time.
You were doing drugs on the day of the show?
Cool.
Yep, true.
Yeah, me too, man. You full?
Not enough, brother.
Put it in for me, brother.
Nah, I can't do that.
True.
I got these Somers. If you're feeling
Oh my god.
How about some crack?
Some crack.
You gotta pull a Monty Brown, put that
Yeah,
shit
because
on the
back then they
fucking
were men.
ropes.
Yeah, of course there were men doing drugs in the locker room, stabbing each other, bringing crack and needles and
And
H
raping
bombs.
bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
fucking-
men.
Hell yeah, fucking yeah, bro, just raping everybody. Fucking chilling with the flight attendants.
And now
everything.
dudes playing video games and shit. Like, what the fuck, you pussies?
You bring your video games and you're tweeting on your Twitter.
Twitter fingers? You little Twitter fingers?
Goddamn keyboard warriors.
Get all upset when you say, just anything. Meanwhile, you're talking like some racist tyrant on Twitter about, literally anybody.
I just stopped being a snowflake.
I mean, it's just snowflake. Back in my day, we were allowed to say that word with our chest. Again, blame the Godfather.
I do blame the guy.
Oh my god.
It's so unfortunate.
We will forever blame Charles Wright
Mm-hmm.
for making the Undertaker racist.
Don't know how he did it. But he
God
did it.
damn it.
So back at the house, Daryl is just talking about fucking whatever. He's like,
Bro,
I had to come to grips with the fact I'm never gonna play college football again.
Yeah, and Josh is like, yep. Josh is just
I
trying
was
to
gonna
eat.
say, yeah, it's
He's like,
Josh,
yep,
right? And
alright,
Josh, so Josh is just eating cereal and like he's trying to make conversation
Not
with him,
even,
and
he's
Josh is
eating,
just like,
yeah, he was eating,
stop
like, a
fucking
burger or
talking to
whatever.
me, dude.
He really had to focus on his food because he was really trying to eat. He had like burgers and mash or whatever.
That was a
Yeah.
fat meal.
It was and he's talking about, yeah, man, I'll never be able to play college football again. It was real hard. And Josh's like, yep. And they cut to his confessional, and he's like, he just goes on and on and on about
That's
the
what he said,
same
shut up.
thing. Yeah.
He's like, man, I miss football so much. I'm like, so go fucking play football, dude. Like, why are you here? You obviously do not care. And I don't know.
Daryl manages to actually have a little bit of social intelligence and realizes, damn, I kind of got beef with the boys.
Yeah, so he finally goes to the guys. I think he went to
Chris.
and he's like,
and
"Brother,"
Maven.
Yeah, he's like, brother, do I have heat with the boys? Is there
I'm like,
friction?
yeah, you do.
And then they lay it down. He goes to Chris and he's like, is there an issue? Is there any problems? And Chris takes him to the room. He's like, let me tell you about the many we have, and we can work from there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much tells Daryl straight to his face, like, bro, you are annoying as fuck, and you need to get your shit right. And you're a goddamn child.
You're annoying. You don't work hard enough, but you talk like you do. You command respect, but don't give respect. That was pretty much the key points of what they said. And then,
Talk to Maven.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it all boils down to the revelation that Daryl has is that maybe I should not talk about all the great things I've done so much.
Bro, I wrote that.
Yeah, and I was like,
shit
dude.
down. He said,
Like, that's what you took away from all this?
yeah, he said, I'll still be me. Maybe I just won't talk about all the great things I've done so much. And I just said,
Bro, tell me this guy's not working a character.
that's what he took away from this.
Ain't no way it's in a character.
This dude literally
He's so
just
lost.
sounds like a dude shooting in a Discord fucking server about being
shooting
the
a
best and shit like that.
Discord
It's literally,
fed.
talking about Discord feds and shit. It's literally what this sounds like,
I'm
man.
the best.
It
Nobody
sounds
can beat
goofy
me.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Goofy
just sounds
as hell.
incredibly delusional. That's what
Yep.
it is. He has no idea
just-
what the fuck he's talking about.
Jeez, dude.
And he's so up his own ass that he doesn't realize that everyone's issues with him are like legitimate.
Yeah.
He just thinks everyone's just jealous of him. He simply has confirmed his bias that everybody else is just jealous of him.
Yeah, they're just jealous. They're just jealous that they're not as good as he is.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we have the next morning at Tracks. Kubrick informs the cast that Al Snow actually has a match on this upcoming episode of SmackDown. Yeah, it's actually booked
Yeah,
for like the first time in a while. So we're gonna take it to SmackDown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo! Front row.
Yeah, they get to sit front row. Al tells them to conduct themselves professionally while they're fucking backstage before the show.
Yeah.
Don't be going, oh, look at all these crazy fucking wrestlers.
Look at that. Who is? Oh man, it's that over there. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Yeah. Don't do all that.
Undertaker. And oh my god, that's Triple H.
Yeah. Don't do all that. You fucking goombas. Don't do all that.
Yeah, don't do that. So we get this fucking supercut of WWF action.
Definitely not the show that Al worked. I can tell
No,
you.
Because
because
they
the
literally
credits
do
also show
SmackDown and Raw
definitely-
clips.
We get a supercut of definitely not the show that Al worked. I can tell you that for sure.
Damn right. That show. If that was all in
This
one show,
yeah,
that'd be crazy.
The show that they showed looked sick. That show looked sick. There was like fucking Kane and Undertaker, and there was Rock
Rock.
on the show. There was Kurt Angle on the show. Shane was on
Kurt
the show.
Angle.
Austin was. I was like, this show looks fucking sick. Taz
Yeah.
was on the show.
Definitely not.
Benoit was working somebody. Saw him just take a suplex. I forgot who suplexed him.
Yeah, but the music they were playing was fucking sick too.
Yeah.
Some real 2001
Yeah.
fucking new metal shit.
Just generic ass, yeah, new metal.
Yeah. So everyone had a blast of the show, and it reinvigorates their spirit to continue fighting towards becoming WWF superstars.
And Chris says, "I better win because after being so close to this, how could I go back?" And that's the show.
And I'm pretty sure one of the dudes, I don't remember if it was Chris or Daryl, say like, "Oh, well, Bobby Joe and Victoria are out. Well, I'm just one step closer." Just like I think it was Daryl
was
again.
That's what
It
Daryl
was
said.
definitely Daryl, yeah. After everyone
Yeah.
was, the fucking Ninia was crying. Paulina was hugging everybody. Everyone was all sad because despite it being a competition,
They're all
they have-
becoming
they have
friends.
bonded at the very least.
Mhm.
And Daryl was like, "Fuck it,
I'm
it's
getting
my
closer, baby."
time now."
Yeah, he's just feeling good.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I want
One
people to
step
drop out.
closer, baby.
Yeah.
Like, god damn it, dude. Shut the fuck up.
I can't wait for the episode he gets eliminated. I don't remember. See, I've watched this Tough Enough season at least twice in my life, but I don't remember the
Yeah, I
ins
mean,
and outs of what happens.
I've watched it so long ago, so
I've never seen it. This is
you've
my
never
first
seen
time.
it? Wow.
No,
You've never
nope,
seen Tough Enough?
Wow.
nope.
Wow.
I've never seen Tough Enough.
No season? None of the seasons?
Okay, I saw the most recent fucking
The 2015
See-
Tough Enough?
The one
Yeah,
where Hulk
yeah,
Hogan got replaced?
with fucking pedophile one and fucking Gator Man, whatever the fuck who won. I forget his name. He was
Patrick
on
Clark
NXT for like 2
and
weeks.
ZZ.
Yeah, ZZ.
He didn't win. It was big
No,
fucking
it was-
Yeti Man Josh guy.
Or no,
and
Yeti Man. Yeah,
Sarah
no,
Lee.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that.
Both
I
got
watched
cut, like,
that.
6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's crazy to me that that's the only Tough Enough you've seen, because I've seen Tough Enough 1 through 4.
Yeah, we should definitely watch more.
True.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Tough Enough 4 is like good shit
I don't know,
because
which one is that?
The Miz and Ryback.
Yeah.
The Miz,
Oh,
Ryback,
baby,
Daniel
my
Soder.
boys.
Was Morrison the season before that then?
Morrison was season 2.
Season 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, Morrison and Kenny King.
Oh yeah.
Kenny King was on Tough Enough season 2.
I know. I know. Matt
That's
Cross
crazy.
was on one of these seasons as well.
Yeah, John Morrison wins season 2.
Matt Cross was on one of these seasons. M Dog 20.
True.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there when we get
Yeah,
there.
we'll get there when we get
That means Tough Enough will simply be a saga that we will trail down as we go.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Speaking of sagas, this one's over. Episode number 32 of the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can find us, of course, on Twitter at TOProWrestPod. We're on every podcast platform known to man.
So many.
Yada yada, Apple, Spotify, Google.
Bullhorn.
Of course, we have a
Owltail.
Patreon. That too. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/TLProWrestPod. Donations, subscriptions, whatever you want to call them. Patronage, never required, always super appreciated. Thank you, Max, and of course our friend Nick for being Liberty Takers.
Yeah. Oh, there's one more thing as well. I forgot. There's a thing on Anchor. If you guys go to not Anchor app, but anchor.com, you can donate directly to the show if you
That's
still
true, just a singular dollar
Whoa.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything's incredibly appreciated.
Yeah. You don't have to pledge anything. If you can do a one-time donation if you so wish. So,
And dubiously, that'll help us get things for the podcast, of course.
and of course.
Review us on Apple, on the iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. Say something mean, something funny, something nice, something incredibly rude. I don't
There's
care.
something, yeah.
Say something. Put
Yeah, just
yourself over.
something.
Have us shout out a friend of yours, just not your friend Nick. Whatever.
Yeah.
Buddy Ben Dover.
Yeah.
Actually, I might shout that guy out.
Huge ass.
Huge as. Fucking any of that shit.
Yeah.
Of course, thank you to everyone for listening. All 1,174 that we've put together.
Yeah.
And all this
Jeez.
time. All you people out there in the world, all the people here in the US, thank you so much for listening. We've been your hosts, Andrew, Marquise, and Max, and we'll check you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.